Okay. Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Brad, and today we are playing the Battle of Pelennor Fields from our Card Talk live stream campaign with Matt.
Hello, everyone.
And as you can guess, we've just finished our Siege of Gondor, so we've moved directly onto Pelennor Fields. So our decks have not changed at all, and let's just jump straight over to the game. Okay, so as you can see, we've got our board set up. Does Aragorn start with the Banner of Elendil attached?
Yeah, it's in the campaign setup here.
Okay, so let's start things off. Here will the hammer stroke fall hardest, and for that reason Mithrandir came hither in such haste. For if we fall, who shall stand? Set Minas Tirith, Gron, the Witch King, and each copy of Wrath on Wings aside out of play. Search the encounter deck for a copy of Pelennor Field to make it the active location. Shuffle the encounter deck. The players may attach Esquire of Rohan and Esquire of Gondor to different heroes. Okay.
So there's Gondor and Rohan. I'm guessing the Esquire of Rohan is not very helpful for you.
Not really, but I'll take it anyway, cause why not? If Eowyn or Erkenbrand happen to be up, it's an extra potential attack boost. And where you sticking the Esquire of Gondor?
I think since Gandalf has been my primary questing character anyway, it's going to go on him.
Right, okay. Attach while committed to the quest with another Gondor character. That's going to be interesting. Are you planning to quest with Denethor?
Oh, that's true. I am probably not going to be questing with Denethor, but that's going to be true with Glorfindel as well.
Yeah.
And most of the Gondor attachments are defensive, which if anyone's going to have the actions to do, it's going to be Gandalf.
Yeah, okay. So let's talk opening hands. Are you keeping your opening hand?
No, this one is terrible.
Okay.
One restricted attachment, one open the armory. No, thank you.
But you do have a wizard pipe there.
Yeah, the wizard pipe doesn't help very much when I'm digging for 5 more restricted attachments.
Well, there's a
All
better
right,
hand for you.
Yeah, this one's better. It's still kind of marginal. I think it's going to be a while before I get my contract flipped.
That is possible. So let's take a look at my opening hand, see what we get. Draw many. Okay, so Golden Shield, Sword of Gondor, War Axe, Blade of Gondolin, War Horse, and a Valiant Sword. Okay.
Yeah, hard to complain.
No card draw, but no really offensive attachments for EMA, but it's still something, I suppose.
You still got Steward to start, which always
Yeah,
helps, right?
definitely. So, set each Harad enemy recorded in the campaign log aside out of play. The first player attaches Anduril and Banner of Elendil. Ooh. And Aragorn gets Anduril to start. Yeah, so didn't realise that. So Anduril, get you out of my deck. Where are you? There's Glamdring, there's an
And so we start with artifacts. They won't exhaust a quest and boost all our questing characters.
and he's starting with There we go. So, add the Corsair fleet to the staging area. Gondor side face up. Place X resources on it, where X is a number of number of recorded in the campaign log, which is 7. Remove the burdens, then flip this card over.
Oh, we don't have Aragorn to start. Sees a side out of play.
Yep, so Aragorn is set aside out of play. Flip over the Battle of Pelennor Fields and we can prep for what we'll have to do on the other side. Usually it's just resolution on the other side, so who knows? Let's have a look. Of course, when the players have advanced to stage 5B, okay, so it's nothing we need to do just yet. Okay. And
it looks like we get a couple planning phases.
yeah, I'm just going to check to see if there was any. Yeah, okay, I read that flavor text. Yeah. Okay, so companies came and were hailed and cheered and passed through the gates of men of the Outlands marching to defend the city of Gondor in the dark hour. Skip the quest phase and combat phase. At the end of the planning phase, place 1 progress here. Okay, so are we ready to start?
I'm ready.
Okay then, let's get started.
Oh, did you raise your threat by 2, by the way, Grant, for permanent increase?
Just done it there now. Okay, so I'm going to start off by paying 2 for the Steward of Gondor. Sorry, Denethor. And just FYI, you can now pass resources with Denethor's ability to Eomer and Gandalf.
That's a good point.
I will play a Valiant Sword on Eomer. I will play a Golden Shield onto Erkenbrand. I will drop a Blade of Gondolin onto Eowyn, and I will spend. That's all I can do at the moment.
Okay. Well, I will spend 1 to give Gandalf his staff. And let's spend 1 from Denethor, give him a Destrier. And 1 more from him, give Gandalf his pipe. Use the pipe to swap Gandorian Shield on top of my deck. And then could use the staff for a resource. I think I will do that. And give Gandalf a resource and then use it. Play Gondorian Shield on Denethor. Now he's defending for 5. And pay 1 from Glorfindel. Give him a Silver Circlet. Now he can quest for 5. And you know what? I think I will go ahead and be done there.
Okay. Matt, if you wouldn't mind just keeping an eye on chat box, because for some reason my streaming source hasn't come up with any chat that may be going on at the minute. So
far, I don't see anyone chatting in the live stream.
okay, no worries. Questing, I will send 4.
We skipped the quest phase.
Oh yeah, so we just move straight on to placing a progress on Garrison and start the next turn. And for some reason I didn't draw any of my cards or gain my resources. There we go. Do that now. And what's your turn looking like? Ooh, nice Shadowfax straight on the top of your deck.
Yep. I guess, do you want or need a golden belt yet?
I would never say no, but if you can make better use of it, go for it.
The other thought I had is just holding on to it in case I need something, I can play something else for the top of my deck. Because I'm thinking of drawing Shadowfax and see if I can get another restricted attachment to flip my contract.
Go for it. I don't need the golden belt right now.
Alright, let's draw Shadowfax. Well, that's a Light of Pelennor. That would also be really nice.
I'd play the Light of Pelennor.
Yeah. So, go ahead and do that. And let's give Gandalf Shadowfax. That would be really great. Yeah, Gandalf is usually a little more flexible, especially now that he has the Gondor trait, so we will give the Shining Shield to Glorfindel. I'm not going to flip this turn, but I am pretty close. Plus, we don't have to contend with the Aragorn flipping around right now to interfere with us flipping the contract.
True enough. So I'm going to play out a Rohan Warhorse for free. And I'm also going to play out a War Axe onto Eowyn for free. So now I only need one more restricted attachment. And that's me done. So now we move on to past 1A, or 1B I should say.
Yeah, so we get second progress and advance. So now we get to add 2 Wraith on Wings tongue twisters today to the staging area, and reveals an encounter card.
Ooh, these Wraith on Wings are nasty. Are you sure you haven't loaded up the Nightmare version?
I'm sure, and we may have a problem. So we're going to have to reveal each reveal encounter card, and then we're going to have to discard cards from the top of our deck until we discard an ally that is not in play. So we're going to have no decks after this.
Well, for that, yeah, Gus, that's the way it's reading. Do we want a rule because of the fact that we are running contracts that last part doesn't, like, because we know we don't have any allies in our decks, we don't discard our deck?
It's that, or we have to...
Or we have to
rework our decks to be not 3 hunters and come back to this one.
Exactly, so what do you want?
Well, just since our time is a little limited here, I'd say ignore it for now.
Okay.
Just see how it plays out.
Okay.
We can always replay it later without contracts, see if we can beat it the right way.
Fair enough. So,
All right, encounter cards then.
yeah, Gus, we are just going to keep on playing. Thanks for the support. Thumbs up to you, my friend.
Thanks, Gus. All right, so my encounter card
Oh,
is Saruman's Voice, and I don't have Test of Will right now, so.
Doom 2, and you have
But
to.
there's no hero. But there's no questing hero. Remove a hero from the quest and attach Saruman's Voice to that hero. It's one sentence, so I can't fulfill the remove a hero from the quest. So does that mean it doesn't attach?
I'm going to say no, it doesn't, because as it clearly states, if it was 2 sentences, like remove a hero from the quest, then attach to a hero, or attach to a hero, then remove hero from the quest. But it's remove the hero from the quest, so I'm guessing it doesn't attach. But if they'd worded it to say attach to a hero and remove from the quest, then it would be different in my book, because you could still fulfill the first part. But because of the fact that this is remove a hero from the quest, and when attached hero commits, well,
That's what I'm thinking as well.
I think it's a dud.
Well, other than the Doom 2.
Yeah.
All right. Well, since we're already kind of playing a little questionably with our contracts anyway, I'm going to go with the one, since it's one sentence. I can't remove the hero, so it doesn't have a target.
Yep. There's no target there, so if we are wrong about this, please let us know either in the chat or in the comments below if you are watching after the live stream, because this would really help for future gameplay.
Yep.
Okay, and the second card revealed.
And then Orc of the Eye. So either 2 damage to hero you control or 2 damage to Minas Tirith.
I'll take the 2
damage. We don't have Minas Tirith in play yet.
I'll take the 2 damage to a hero. Okay. But he's not going to be staying around long.
Alright, so flip to the next side.
Right,
so
okay, here's a question.
Total cost of allies in the staging area.
Now here's a
So do we just go to stage 3? Is it 0? Or do we have to put some progress on it and then it checks?
I'd say we'll place progress, because we've already sort of bent it. I say we'll say at the moment X is 5, just to give us like a staging for this quest stage or something. If you want to put progress on it, we can put a little bit of progress on it and then move on, because that's how it was meant to be done.
Yeah. I think we at least have to get progress on it before it checks that we advance.
I'd agree with that.
Okay. So questing?
Yeah, I don't have any cards to play, do you?
Well, yeah, because we ended our planning, so just move on to quest.
Yep, so I will send 4, 5 and kill that Okamoto.
Okay. I will send 4 with Gandalf and 9 with Glorfindel.
And these each have a resource on them. At the beginning of the quest phase, place 1 resource on Wraith on Wings.
Okay. So that makes them 1 threat each.
Yep, and at 44 engagement costs.
And I'm at 5. All right. So card number 1. Shadow of Mordor, doomed 1. Each player must deal 1 damage to zero controls until the end of the round. Treat the printed text box of each damaged character if it was blank.
Okay, sorry,
That's
Eowyn.
not a problem. Actually, that helps Glorfindel. Now I don't even need Light of Valinor to cancel a threat raise.
Well, considering you already quested to attack, they're only blank for the round, so you'd already be committed by the point, so you'd already raised your threat.
All right. And card number 2. Another Orc of the Eye. And we're on round 2. Just the turn marker is being funky since we locked Aragorn, I think.
So this is yours.
Yep. But we don't have Minas Tirith in play yet. So looks like I'm taking 2 damage. Let's do it to Gandalf.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
For threaten the staging area then?
Yep.
We make 10 progress. Oh. No, okay. That's just locations in the staging area. So Pelennor Fields is explored. And we even meet your 5
required.
Points.
Yep. So we move on to quest stage 3. Let's see how bad the fights were.
So we can't take control of the allies.
No, but we do and the Witch King.
Grand. Captain side face up. Okay, we got that. So now we gotta look for a different enemy, add to the staging area as well too.
Okay, something tells me that we may be dead here.
Yeah, Morgul Captain, War Mumak, Mordor Orc, Southron Champion.
Okay, so
get the Black Serpent. We have lots of options here.
Yeah, I'm looking because they are added, they are not revealed. So I'd either say the Mordor Orc or either the Morgul Captain or the Orc of the Eye. One of those 3 have probably the worst when revealed effect that we could get at the moment, other than the Black Serpent, but that's adding 4 more threat to the staging area.
I would say the Morgul Captain and the Mordor Orc, since we can probably engage and kill the Captain. Not too terribly difficult. It wouldn't be too terribly difficult. And getting Surge out of the deck is always nice.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So let's add those 2.
Yep. It's only 1 because of the fact the other player revealed the Witch King.
Okay. I guess take the Mordor Orc then?
Add Minas Tirith, Brond, and the Witch King to the staging area. Each other player searches the encounter deck for a different enemy. So, whichever enemy you want, I'm not bothered.
I'm gonna go with the Surging Weakling enemy then.
Okay.
Because if Be a lot easier if we could need to split any of these enemies up for my deck to take it out.
Yep.
All right. All right. So we shuffle the encounter deck. Flip this over.
Assault. The White City Besieged gets +4 quest points for each player in the game. So that's 12 quest points we need to make on this. We can't travel to any Pelennor locations. When an enemy is destroyed, place progress equal to the enemy's threat. Okay. Since the middle of the night, the Great Assault had gone on.
Can't travel Pelennor locations.
And I don't think we want to travel to Grond yet.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay, so
So
enemies that check, there's only 2 that are potentially coming down. Or that could come down. Well, we could take the Wraith on wings, but we're not exactly set up for the Wraith.
agreed. So, do you want to take the Orc of the Eye and the Mordor Orc then?
Yeah,
Just to
one each.
reduce our threat a little bit.
Yeah, one each. Whichever way you want to deal them out.
Actually, since I picked the Mordor Orc, I'll take him.
Okay.
All right, we are on second turn, so mine would get Shadow first. And I'll Denethor defend this. No Shadow, no damage.
And Denethor would be at 5 defense, not 4. From
Correct.
the Gondorian shield.
Yep.
Okay, Erkenbrand defends.
No Shadow?
And he doesn't need to exhaust the golden shield to raise his defense, so no damage. And your attack.
Oh, we had archery that I forgot about.
Archery. Is it just archery 1?
1.
Okay.
Yeah. I can take it on one on Glorfindel. He's got a lot more hit points.
Okay.
Alright, it's attacking back.
You got enough attack there with Gandalf and Glorfindel.
I guess, do you need Gandalf's ranged with Shadowfax to take out yours?
No, I've got Irma.
Alright. My 2 guys are more than enough to take out the
Irma attack.
Mordor Orc.
Irma takes out the Orc of the Eye and then plays 4 hammer to draw 3 cards. And I will spend 1 for an Open the Armory. And grab that.
And for the record, Gus agrees with us that it was Saruman's voice should only have doomed, since it was outside the quest phase.
Yep. Okay, are we ready to refresh?
I'm ready.
Shouldn't that have 1 less on it? These were turn 3 for the Corsair fleet.
We didn't quest the first 2 turns.
Alright, yes.
Or we didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We didn't quest the first turn.
I'm going to spend 1 and play out a Raiment of War. So I'm now flipping my contract. I will then spend 1 for a Calabrian Stone. And that's me done.
Okay. I am going to play Windflow from the top of my deck onto Gandalf. He is now going to be questing for 5.
Didn't you aren't you flip your contract?
Nope, Gandalf only had 1 restricted attachment
right.
last turn.
Okay.
So many attachments and only 1 was restricted. And you know what? I'm going to use Gandalf's staff for a resource on Glorfindel. Pay 1 and give Unexpected Courage to Aemir.
Oh, thank you kindly.
And that's it for my planning.
Okay. So questing then.
Oh. One thing we forgot to deal damage to Minas Tirith. So I added in the hit points that it should have. So 30 plus 10 for each of us. And at the end of the round, it would take 3 because we have the Witch King and the 2 Wraiths up in the staging area.
Where's that damage coming from, just out of curiosity?
It's the forced effect on Minas Tirith itself.
Right, yes, okay. So questing.
Okay. So the Corsair fleet loses a resource now. And then the Wraiths each get 1 resource. And we have to discard cards from the encounter deck until enemies discard add it to the staging area. So we got a South Run champion, the Witch King.
Okay, and is this is before we technically commit characters to the quest? It's at the beginning of the quest phase.
Yeah, it's all at the beginning.
Okay, so that's
Gron gets a resource, and Minas Tirith takes the damage.
Yes, okay, so I will now commit characters to the quest, and Aemir will now eat that jump.
Alright.
So I'm sending 7.
And I'll send 10. So we are 17. First card, Dread and Despair. Peril doomed 1. We are on turn 3. So this is your peril.
And it's just
Discard an ally you control in the phase.
It's just Doom 1.
Add 1 threat. Yeah. Alright. Card number 2.
Pelennor Fields.
Is Pelennor Field.
Which we cannot travel to.
Correct. So it looks like we've got 10, 11, 13 in the staging area.
Yep.
We're 1 shy of advancing. No, we advance because we're 17 to 13, so we make the 4 progress
we need 12 progress. So we're 8 progress off.
Gotcha.
You don't think it would be that easy, right?
Actually, thank you for and actually we should have gotten 2 progress for you destroying that chump.
Yeah.
I will go ahead and make it so we make 5 progress with Elrond's council there.
And when I killed that chump, I would have played that. So, 3 cards.
And actually, I'll be smart about that. I'll put Elrond's council on top of my deck and play it from there during the quest phase, so it helps kind of draw me a card.
Yep.
And my threat is down to 32.
Okay, just saying, wouldn't say no to a golden belt or at some point.
Yep, I've got 2 of them in pipe, so all right, next turn. All right, so now we're not advancing yet. And I'm guessing we don't want to travel to Grand yet either.
Well, it makes an attack against each of us. These Wraith on Wings aren't coming down yet. I can defend for 4, possibly 5. Nah, I think I'll wait until I flip before for safety.
Alright. Then looks like we're just ready to refresh then.
Yep.
So Minas Tirith is going to take 3 more damage. And that looks to be the only other end of round force effect right now.
Yep, and I flip my contract, so that's plus 3 willpower to Eowyn.
I also get to flip mine.
Okay. And I'm first. You're first player.
Right. Well, now here's a question, Grant. Do you want a golden belt or ancestral armor?
Ideally, I'd like both. I could potentially drop the golden shield for the ancestral armor.
Like, oh, because you got the Raiment of War right now.
Yeah. Or I could drop the
Yeah,
raiment.
I just don't have the resources otherwise without piping on top of my deck to play the ancestral armor.
Oh, that's a tough decision. Do I get rid of the raiment for the ancestral armor? And I think, yes, I do. I'll take the ancestral armor if you don't mind.
Nope, not at all. Oh, actually, you know what? I can play both because I have an ancestral armor in my hand and on top of my deck. What was I thinking? Oh, because I can't play both from this phase, so that's why.
You don't have the resources.
So actually, I don't need to use the pipe right now. So we'll just play the one from the top of my deck onto Erkenbrand.
Okay, and I will actually discard. Oh, what do I discard? Do I discard the golden shield or do I discard the raiment of war?
I would discard the golden shield because it's still just 1 defense right now, and the Raiment of War gives you the extra hit points so you can cancel shadows.
Well, the
right?
golden shield gives us +4 to me defense because I've got 4 will. Well, if I get rid of the raiment of war, it'll give us +3 to me defense. Yeah, I think I want to get rid of the raiment of war because then that also leaves us open for an armored destrier when I draw one.
Okay.
So I lose 1 willpower, but I gain 2 defense, and my hit points stay the same.
And I have another ancestral armor coming up. I can't see your hand, Grant. What do you got there?
Sorry, I thought I'd showed you my hand. There we go.
See now why you're looking for a golden belt already. There's
Yeah.
a lot of stuff there for Amber.
Yep, a lot of stuff. And is that you done for your planning?
I guess, do you want a card with Gandalf's staff?
I probably wouldn't say no, but I've got a few bits that I can play, so it's up to you. Do you want to? Have you used yours? Or you've already played from the top of your deck? Yeah. Okay, so if you're not going to need the card draw, then yeah.
I could also save it for shadow cancellation.
If
we decide to take some time.
Yeah, save it for shadows just in case. I'm going to start off by spending 2 for Firefoot to raise aim as attack. And Let's see. You flip. Yep, okay. I'm done. So, questing.
Alright.
How much damage can I do with one of these
Now we lose
wraiths?
another resource on here. He gets a resource, they get a resource. Miss Tirith loses 2 more hit points.
Okay, I am going to use. Oh wait, we've got the Witch King's Force
The enemy
effect.
to be added. So we add a Mordor Orc.
Yeah, it does not
Which is
surge.
good because it doesn't.
Now here's the question: do I start wheeling on the wraith on wings to drop it to put 5 damage on the wraith, or do I kill this Mordor Orc?
I would start putting damage on the Wraith. They're starting to be pretty high threat, and
Yep.
that Orc is no problem.
There's
for
5
us.
damage on one wraith.
Okay. And so you're sending 12?
Yes. Oh, Eowyn needs to be met. There we go.
I'm sending 14, so we are 26. Card number 1, South-Run Champion. Card number 2, it's a Siege Tower. Okay. So it looks like we are at 5, 6, 8, 10, 16, 19, 22 threat in the staging area.
Okay. We make 4 progress.
Now we're 1 short of advancing.
Travel to the siege tower.
Yeah, we might as well.
Oh wait, hang
avoid
on.
the archery.
After siege tower becomes the active location, shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck and discard cards from the top until an enemy is discarded. How many enemies are coming down this turn?
At least
2.
2.
2. Okay. Can we deal with the third? Potentially.
Actually, we don't have to take the South-Run Champion down.
Okay.
Gandalf's got I've got 3 defenses between Gandalf and Denethor, I guess.
And I've got one with
Or at least
Erkenbrand.
2. Right. I
Okay.
guess there's a possibility the champion could attack twice. I just don't. I kind of feel like we need to travel to it anyway, just because the threat in the stage area otherwise is going to be a problem.
Yeah, okay, so let's travel to the siege tower and get ourselves another enemy. The other option is we travel to Grond and take an attack from the Witch King.
We are set up more for it, and we only have to deal with the Mordor Orc if we leave the champion up there. Let's see, Grond. He would be the same threat next turn.
But
And
then,
if we clear it, we don't have to worry about dealing damage to Minas Tirith either.
but the problem is we've got that archery 3 to deal with on top.
I think we can deal with the archery 3 now that our contracts are flipped pretty easily.
Okay, so let's go to Grond then.
Yeah.
And watch us bite us,
Grond.
and then watch us bite us in the backside. Okay.
Alright. Denethor defend this.
Yeah.
So it doesn't destroy character. It wouldn't matter anyway. So it takes 1 damage.
And Erkenbrand defends mine.
+1 attack.
Golden Shield. So he's defending for 9.
Okay.
No damage from the Witch King.
So now engagements. I can just deal with this Mordor Orc easily, unless you wanted to try. Unless you wanted to try taking the Mordor Orc undefended, and then I take the champion.
I think undefended's risky because undefended attacks go on Minas Tirith.
Okay. Then I'll take the Orc. And then we just have the archery 3 to deal with.
Yeah, which I'll take 1 here if you can take 2.
Yep. I'll take the 2, and I'll just heal my people up.
Yeah, and I'll
now, so don't forget about it.
And I'll do the same because.
You know what? I saved the staff so I could discard the shadow, but he's a weak enemy. We don't need to. We'll save that for some resources because I got more ancestral armors coming. No shadow, no damage from Denethor defending. And then Gandalf and Glorfindel can easily kill him.
Okay.
And I'll use the staff to give Denethor a resource. And end of the round, Minas Tirith is going to take 4 damage. Gus says Erkenbrand is a wall. Yes, he is.
If you haven't seen our earlier playthroughs, go back and just watch how Erkenbrand manages to tank a Balrog for like 3 attacks in a row and then finally succumbs to his wounds. Oh, that was a good game. Right, okay, so let's see, what am I playing? I'm going to spend 1 resource and drop out a Valiant Sword onto Glorfindel for you.
Thank you.
And then I will spend 1 and play a Gondorian Shield onto Erkenbrand. And that's me done.
Alright, I'm going to use Wizard Pipe, get a golden belt on top. Now, do you want it for Erkenbrand or Aemir?
Either would be a good choice, so I'll leave the discretion up to you, my friend.
I think Aemir is going to be the most helpful for us right now so that we could try to take out those wraiths without engaging them.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to have to move my staging area down a bit.
Maybe just a little. Or if you move it further to the left, gives us more room for enemies.
This is the problem with running 3 hunters. You amass hours.
I'll keep the staff open for shadows, so that'll be it for my planning.
Okay, so questing.
Send 15.
Right, okay, so let's see. How much is AMR attacking for into the staging area? He's got 7, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, minus 2. So that would put 5 more damage onto the Wraith on wings.
I guess actually before we do the questing, we should do all the beginning of quest
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm just working out. Did I have Firefoot out last round to put damage on that Wraith? I think I did, didn't I? When I put damage on that Wraith, I had Firefoot out. Yeah, I must have done.
I am not sure.
I must have done because I'm just trying to work out how yeah, it looks like I did from the log, so
Well, you attacked the Wraith last turn too, so
Yeah, so
you
should
wouldn't have trampled over.
I do it again? Attack the Wraith this turn?
Yeah, well, let's see what we get from the Witch
Okay.
King and everything too before we decide.
Okay.
So take one off there, add one. So Ron still gets a resource and deals 3 to Minas Tirith.
Yep.
And then Witch King will add a Morgul Captain. So he adds so we don't have to deal with the win revealed.
Yep.
Okay. I guess what do we got here right now? 6, 8, 10, 16, 20, 24. And we're going to be questing for 27.
Potentially, yeah.
Are you to be able to kill the Wraith?
I can put it down to 2 hit points. If I attack the Wraith. It'll still have 2 health left. Now I could leave it till next turn and pull out a Spear of the Mark and then do the 7 points to it, which would kill it.
I think we probably need to kill the Morgul Captain then, if you can.
Okay, well, Earmount will certainly do that. 1, 3, he's actually questing for 4 now. So, Earmount attacks and destroys the captain. And readies up with the Warhorse.
And then oh, this is interesting then, because you kill the Morgul Captain. That's 3 more progress, and it goes to the active location.
Which clears out
so
Gron.
that clears Gron.
Yep.
We'll just put in the victory display. Okay. Well, that's good. So now we don't have that buffer to deal with either. So we're, as long as we quest successfully, which is going to be a little tough right now, is the 28 versus 21. Yep. So let's see. Card number 1, Orc of the Eye. So 2 damage to hero or 2 damage to Minas Tirith, and this is your peril.
I'll deal 2 damage to a hero. There we go.
Card number 2, Fell Beast. So attached to a non-school enemy, counts as a mount, and gives it +1 stats and -10 engagement cost. And it'll return it to the staging area at the end of the round.
Okay.
I don't have Test of Will for this, so I assume we want to attach it to the one that's damaged.
Yep, attach it to the one that's damaged. It means that it's just going to get eaten at some point.
I guess we could attach it to the undamaged one since we have a plan to deal with the damaged one in the staging area next turn.
True.
It would return the staging area either way if you don't kill it this turn.
Yep. So that surges.
Yes, it does. And so we get a city wall. Okay, so looks like we add 3 more, and that'll be put us at 26 versus our 28. So we make just enough progress to advance.
Okay, let's go to 4. Horns, horns, horns. In the dark Meldulian sides they dimly echoed. Great horns of the north wildly blowing, Rohan had come at last.
You know what, Grant?
Mm-hmm.
I just read some of the assault keyword rules.
Alright.
And we should be able to place progress on it questing successfully. So we've been playing that last stage very wrong.
Okay, so let's go back to that stage. Because we wouldn't have had progress on it.
Well, we would have had some, because we did kill some enemies.
Yeah.
just not.
I think we'd placed 5 progress from killing enemies worth of threat. We had a captain and we had the Mordor orc.
And we had that Mordor orc I killed last round.
Okay, so the captain, the Mordor orc, and was that it?
I think so.
The captain this round, the Mordor orc, and was it another Morgul captain?
Yeah.
So that's
So we'd have
8.
I
8
want to say
progress.
we had a 2 threat. Didn't we kill an Orc of the Eye when it first came up?
Wasn't it the Southron champion when it came out? Right, we had a buffer of 3, which we had the buffer of 3, which was the Morgul captain. We then killed a Mordor orc, which was 1, a Morgul captain, and a Southron champion. So we should be at 6.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so we're halfway there.
Okay, travel to the city wall. Or do we want to go to the siege tower now?
Well, we're probably engaging. Oh no, yeah, we're gonna be engaging in that Nazgul with the fell beast on it. So I think the city wall is going to make the most sense.
Okay. And I'll have the fell beast engage with me. If you want to take this Southron champion.
Yep, we can do that.
Okay. Erkenbrand, the wall will defend. Oh, it's archery 3.
And this is attacking for 7.
1,
yes.
2. I've took 2 archery.
Defense is 5. Okay, I can take the other 2.
It's only 3 archery, isn't it? I've taken 2 of it.
The Orc of the Eye has archery 1.
Oh yeah, so it does. Okay, I'm gonna.
So I can take the other 2.
I'm gonna defend my Wraith on Wings with Erkenbrand. 7 defense against 7 attack. No shadow effect, no damage.
All right, Denethor will defend here. I don't need to discard a shadow. Yep, no shadow effect. Glad to see the Black Serpent get discarded like that.
If after Southron champion is dealt a shadow card with no shadow effect, either deal 3 damage to Minas Tirith or makes an additional attack.
He can have the additional attack. Oh man. He could actually end up chaining again to another attack, couldn't he?
I think so.
If this one doesn't have a shadow.
I think so.
So then to prevent another chain of attacks, I'm going to discard this one.
Okay, and that would have had a shadow effect.
I would have had to engage the
you would have
orc and deal with a shadow card. So
so
I think I made the right call there.
Yeah, I agree. So attacking back, Eomer attacks for 7 with -2, putting 5 damage on the Wraith.
Almost dead.
Why did it take an extra point of damage? It should have 10 damage on it, not 11. And
I was showing it had 6.
no, it should have had 5, and then it's got 1 more point of defense now, so it should only have 9 damage on because of that extra point of defense.
Okay. Must have double clicked it by accident at some
Yeah,
point.
it happens. But now it returns to the staging area, and how are you dealing with your attack?
Actually, you know what? Gandalf has ranged, and if I attack with you, we can kill it.
Okay, can you deal with your Haradrim?
Yeah, I've got a couple defenses still with Denethor, so I can just tank it for a little bit.
Okay.
So I think getting rid of the Wraith on Rings is going to help us more.
Yep, I agree. It's got 4 threat.
It'll have 5 next turn.
Yep. Okay.
So Glorfindel will attack champion, putting 2 damage on it with his 4 attack. And I'm going to heal my guys with my contract.
Now here's a question. Because Aema's Gondor, does Gandalf get the willpower boost from Esquire of Gondor?
It does say with another Gondor character, not that it has to be one I control.
Yep. So
Well, that's good to know.
okay. So what's your planning looking like?
I guess looks like you don't have anything you're planning on playing on Erkenbrand right this second.
Not right
So,
now.
and then I will Wizard Pipe Silver Circlet on top of my deck and put that on Gandalf. So now he's questing for 10.
Yep.
Ooh, and I got an Elrond's Council on top of my deck.
Very nice.
Yes, that'll be very helpful. I need the staff because giving that champion the chance to attack twice is not good. All right, I'm gonna be done then.
Okay. I'm going to spend 1 resource and play out a Spear of the Mark onto Aema. So he's now attacking for 9 into the staging area. Okay, we're ready to quest?
Yeah, just checking what our starting threat here is. So we got 11, 13, 16, 18. And that's going to be add 1 there, add 1 there, 1 off of there. We don't have Grand anymore, so now just see what enemy we get from the Witch King. Oh, Minas Tirith last turn should take 3 damage.
What were you saying?
Just saying, I didn't have Minas Tirith take damage for the 3 enemies we had in the stage here at the end of last turn.
Alright. Okay, so
discarding for an enemy.
Yeah.
And we get a Mumak.
Oh, of all the things to get. Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's going to boost staging area threat to 22.
Okay, well, I'm sending 14, and at this point, where do we want Aema to kill? What do we want Aema to attack?
I think we need to put more damage on the Nazgul.
Okay, well,
it's far and away becoming the most threat we can deal with.
Well, there's 7 damage on that Wraith on wings.
All right. And I am sending 17 with Gandalf and Glorfindel, so we are 31.
Okay, here's a question. For assault, is it printed threat for the assault keyword, or is it their threat at the time of death?
So it's part of the stage 3B total threat, and it doesn't say printed.
Right, because if that's the
So
case,
it's whatever total is.
we need.
Oh,
the Wraith has 5 threat, and we killed it last
so
round.
we should be at 11 progress.
That's why I was checking for printed or not.
Good call. So actually, we're probably advancing this turn as long as we kill an enemy.
Which we probably will.
I guess if we wanted to force the advance, we could have killed that Orc of the Eye.
Yeah, but I think I agree with you. I think we need to get rid of this Wraith as soon as possible.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So first card.
Yep.
Another siege tower.
Choice.
We're gonna have to travel to one of them.
Yep.
And then card number 2 is another city wall. Oh, you know what? City wall over there reminded me that the damage on Minas Tirith should have gone to the city wall active location. Okay, so that's fixed. We added 6 more, so it looks like we got 28.
Right, we now need to discard city wall and raise our threat by 3. The force effect on city wall.
Damage equal to quest points.
All right, okay.
So good thing we explored Grond, because Grond would have put more damage on forced us to discard it.
Yeah. Okay, so
okay. Looks like we're making 3 progress.
Yeah.
So we're 1 short of getting through City Wall. But I can play Elrond's Council from the top of my deck.
Yep.
And we will explore it that way.
Yep. Okay. Travel to the siege tower.
Yeah, I don't know how I don't think we can take 6 archery this turn.
No, I don't think
Actually,
so.
it's going to be, we'd be 9 because the Mumak and the Orc all have archery.
Let's hope we don't get another archery enemy.
And all right, not enemy. So we got a Mordor Orc. I think that was about the best we could hope for.
Right, okay, so engagements.
Yep. So so the Mumak would stay up there.
Yep.
And same with the Orc of the Eye.
Yeah.
It looks like only the Mordor Orc is coming down to me, unless you want to optionally engage something.
Well, I was just seeing if I could kill both the Wraith and something else this turn, and unfortunately I can't. You know what? I'm going to take the Wraith down.
All right. And I'll let the Mordor Orc come to me. Au natural.
Do we not want to
And now we've got.
if you, oh no, because I was going to say if you optional something, the Orc Mordor Orc would come to me, but it doesn't. I was just thinking of trying to get this Orc of the Eye out of the staging area as well. Get rid of some of this
I mean,
archery.
I have enough defenses to defend all three. I would only be able to kill one. I guess I could kill the Orc of the Eye with Glorfindel. That would be about it. Yeah, let's do that.
Well, I can kill the Wraith in the staging area next turn. So give me the Orc of the Eye.
I can defend all three and kill the Orc of the Eye.
I can't technically kill this Wraith on wings this turn.
Okay.
I was just going to, if I could have engaged the Orc of the Eye and the Wraith on wings, I could have then used Firefoot or like this Mordor Orc, killed the Mordor Orc with Earman, put the direct damage onto the Wraith on wings, and killed it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I can't do that. So if we just leave the Wraith on wings up in the staging area, I can kill it during quest. Next round. It's got 7 damage on it. It only needs 5 more damage.
Right. Well, did you want to take the Mumak then?
Well, I suppose I could, but that's...
Start whittling it away?
Suppose I don't have multiple defenses. That's my only concern about taking down, like, the Mumak. Is that it's, like, at least a 3-turn investment. I may not... I mean, I can bring it down, but it may just be the case of... we need to find some way of defending other than Erkenbrand. Until I get like an armored
model on top of my deck, so Gandalf will start be able to defend some of these smaller ones.
Okay, well if that's the case, I can take the Mumak. I don't mind doing that.
Yeah, let's do that and try to whittle these things down. But now we've got to deal with
archery 6.
6 archery.
Yep. So I will take 1, 2, 3, 4. I've took 4 archery. Not sure I've only been 2 on.
I can take the other 2, and I will just go ahead and heal because I just spread it around between Denethor, Gandalf, and that will kind of put them all on even footing with damage.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
Shadow cards.
Yep. So. All right. Denethor will defend the Orc of the Eye, discarding the shadow card off of the South Round Champion.
Sounds good.
No shadow, no damage. Defend the champion, no damage. And then Gandalf will defend the Mordor Orc. No shadow, no damage.
Okay, Erkenbrand defends the Mumak.
Discard a non-objective attachment.
That's fine. Goodbye, Leafrap members. Okay. And he's attacking for 6. Erkenbrand's defending for 7. No damage. I'm triggering contract now to heal up. Take some of this damage off.
Okay. Attack backs. Glorfindel will attack and kill the Orc of the Eye.
Okay, and then that puts 2 progress, 2 resources on the siege tower.
Oh, that's right. Goes to the active location.
And then Tiamat attacks and puts 3 damage on the Mumak. Could I draw a card, please?
Yeah. Yes, you can.
Thank you. Another secret vigil, okay.
I don't mind secret vigils at all.
No, but it's where to place them because the Morgul Wraith, the Wraith on Wings can't have an attack, a secret vigil. The Mumak can't have a secret vigil. The Witch King can't have a secret vigil. Those are all the enemies with the high threat. May I draw another card?
Yeah, I've got 2 enemies engaged. Go ahead.
Thank you. Okay, do you need an ancestral armor?
I've got 2 in hand.
Okay, do you have other things you'd rather play than ancestral armor? I have a total of 18 leadership resources.
Yeah, I guess if you don't mind playing it on Denethor, that frees up the leadership resources to let me play Air Mardell on Gandalf.
There you go. And then I will play. I can't do anything else at this moment in time. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. I will spend 1 from Denethor, give Gandalf Air Mardell. And actually, we've been questing successfully a lot. Gandalf should probably have a pile of resources on him.
Probably.
Oops. I don't think it matters.
I wouldn't say no to that golden belt now if you're free for it.
Well, I was just thinking it might be good to put on Gandalf because then he could get an ancestral armor next turn.
Okay.
And he's got Sentinel, so it'd be good. I am going to put Dome Belt on top and give that to Gandalf. Too bad I can't have Denethor get resources from other Gondor characters.
I know I've got a pile here that you could have had. Hot and gift.
All right. Yep.
Okay, so
that's it for my planning.
Okay, so we're ready to quest.
Well, yeah, you go through the motions here.
Yeah.
1 off of here. Oh, Minister should have taken just 1 damage last turn.
Okay.
Oh no, with the 2, because the Wraith was there.
Yeah.
And the Wraith on Rings gets a resource.
No, it doesn't. It caps out at 5.
Oh, okay. Glad to hear that. All right, so Witch King adds a Mordor Orc.
Yep.
I don't think we've seen one surge yet, which I'm not complaining.
Nope, definitely not.
Just
Right.
odd.
Now committing characters to the quest, I will send my customary 14, and Tiamat will now kill that Wraith on Wings. So let's see, how much the -2? So he's got -2 and he needs 5 to die. So that's 3 damage transfer over with Firefoot to the Mumak. I wish it was just 3 damage per phase instead of each round.
That would certainly help.
Yeah.
All right. So card number 1. So I am sending my customer 17.
Yep.
Southron Champion. And Fire-Filled Trench.
Oh, and that's 5 more progress across Siege Tower and the White City Besieged from that Wraith on Wings.
That's true. So Siege Tower ends up Explore. And actually, we would have advanced before even revealing cards.
Yep.
I guess we'll see if that makes a difference here. So Witch King would have been a side out of play, but he already did his forced effects.
We can't do the rest of that.
We don't have
allies. Yep.
I have to shuffle my deck, though.
Yeah, and I'll shuffle mine.
No, it buried my unexpected courage. All right. Oh, nice. So
the hosts of Mordor wheeled in terror, took them, and they fled and died, and the hooves of wrath rode over them. Progress that would be placed on this stage by questing successfully is instead assigned as damage among enemies in play. Okay.
Okay. So it didn't affect our reveals at all.
Nope. So we have got 2, 4. Didn't we have to remove the Witch King from play?
Yes, we do. Actually lowers our stage considerably.
So we're up against 2, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13.
That's what I have. So we get to assign 17 damage out.
And there's only a total of 6 damage. I know it's among enemies in play. So we can kill 2 enemies in the staging area, and we can kill the 2 enemies engaged with you. By my calculations.
Okay. Well, that made things a lot easier.
Now all we need to deal with is this Moomak that's dead next turn.
And so that's the end of the quest phase. We advanced to stage 5A.
Yep. And now the fighting waxed furiously on the fields of the Pelennor, and the din of arm rose upon high, with the crying of men and the neighing of horses. The first player adds the Witch King to the staging area sorcerer side up. Then he searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a fell beast and attaches it to the Witch King. Shuffle the encounter deck. Each other player reveals an encounter card.
Okay. There's a fell beast.
That's going to be a problem. I'm going to need to defend twice against this Witch King.
Well, we quested successfully, so that puts a resource on Gandalf, and he can ready with Heir of Mardil.
Yeah.
So I can Sentinel defend with him for you.
Is he going to live?
Be a little risky. Maybe.
Okay, do you want to flip over fighting in the fields?
Yeah. Okay, so we don't need to shuffle the discard pile in.
The Witch King and Shadow cards dealt to the Witch King are immune to player card effect. When an enemy attacks and destroys a character, deal 1 damage to him as terror. Okay. This stage cannot be defeated unless Aragorn is in play and the Witch King is in the victory display. If the players defeat this stage, they win the game. Okay, so travel. Do we want to travel to the siege tower again?
Yes, I think we do.
Okay, this is a big problem now. We have the
With
moon.
adding another enemy?
Well, no, with me now engaging both the Witch King and the Mumak.
Yeah, actually, we probably don't want to go to the siege tower because they'll probably give us another enemy that you would have to naturally engage.
We've got
Yeah,
we've got 2 defenses and 3 attacks to deal with.
right. Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Denethor not having Sentinel is a problem here right now.
Yeah. Erkenbrand not having his armor destriers is a problem right now.
So we could probably defend the 2 attacks from the Witch King, but then we'd lose some hero to the Mumak.
Yeah. Is there any way around it?
I don't think there is, because we don't have any way to cancel attacks between our 2 hands. And Aowen doesn't have the golden shield, so she can't use her ability to ready and defend for us either.
Yeah, I'm just looking at hit points. If I just had 1 more hit point on Erkenbrand, he would have survived the attack of the Mumak.
Oh, undefended?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Gandalf's got 2 defenses. So I have Shadowfax to ready him.
Okay, would he be able to live that? 2 defenses?
Let's see. Even if I defended the Mumak, which has less attack,
That's 3
he's going
damage.
to end up taking 6 damage.
If Denethor only had Sentinel,
he wouldn't survive.
Denethor needs Sentinel in this case.
Yes, he does.
Or Erkenbrand needs his armor Destria.
Well, do we want to call this a scoop then, and try it again later with either not play contract versions to play the right way, or put in some Sentinel stuff for Denethor?
Hey, Silverthorn, we found out that one game had it not been for the fact that I engaged that Mumak. If I hadn't engaged that Mumak last turn, we would have had. Actually, now that's a thought. We would have still quested successfully quite heavily this turn anyway, and it would have just resulted in the same 3 points of damage going on the Mumak. So,
Right.
what if we say the Mumak didn't engage?
Well, we would you attacked it and defended it last turn and
Yeah,
everything as well too.
Yeah, so it would take up the 3 points for my attack, and it would have still had the 3 points of damage from questing successfully this turn, which would have put it at 3 damage. And we now have enough defenses to deal with that Witch King. It just means I dealt with an attack that I didn't need.
So there was shadow cards and stuff too we would have seen as encounter cards.
I'm just thinking of a way that we can continue play without having to start right back at the beginning again.
Yeah.
How do you feel about just putting the Mumak back in the staging area with 3 damage on it and dealing with this Witch King?
I'll say we can continue as like an alternate universe type thing, but I think to be fair, we'd have to replay it later.
Well, we are going to
campaign.
We're going to have to anyway, because otherwise we'd have alternate universe this quest anyway, because these decks wouldn't have had anything on the board because of the fact of quest stage 1. Well, 2, sorry. So we'll put the Mumak back in the staging area and bring the Witch King down. And it makes an
Mumak's not going to engage.
And it makes an immediate attack against me. Do you want to defend this immediate attack? And Gandalf will want
I can defend
Gandalf will want to heal before defending. Just FYI.
Yeah, definitely.
Please, no shadow. Please, no shadow. No shadow, no whammy. No shadow, no whammy. Oh, 4 damage. 4 damage. Oh. Erkenbrand defends my attack from the Witch King.
No shadow.
No damage. Raising my defense to 11 just because I can. Now, I am raising my threat by 3. Readying Eowyn, giving her plus 10 to her attack. She's now plus 9 to her attack, so she's attacking for 13. So, Eowyn and Eomer attack for 21, destroying the Witch King. But no living man am I. You look upon a woman. Eowyn, I am Eamon's daughter. Just to rub salt in the Witch King's wounds.
I forgot we had the archery damage from the Mumak to deal with, so I just put on Denethor and Glorfindel.
Okay.
And actually Denethor's would have been healed when we killed Gandalf.
Yeah. Okay. That was a close call. Oh, man. Okay. Ready for the next turn?
I hope you didn't need the intimidation to beat the Witch King. He's immune to player card effects.
No, the intimidation was used to help beat the Nazgul.
Okay.
It only took 20 to kill, and Eowyn was attacking for 13. Eomer had 8 attack without intimidation. So, all good on that score.
All right. Looks like it's my planning first. So I will play my ancestral armor onto Gandalf. So now he's not as near death.
Yeah.
And yep, I believe that's going to be it for my planning.
Okay, for me, I'm going to discard this Gondorian shield and play out this Shining Shield. Means I'm now in Valor. So he gains an extra point of defense for the Shining Shield above the Gondorian Shield, and Aemar gets an extra attack thanks to his Valiant Sword. Yep, and it looks like I am done.
All right.
So questing.
We removed the last counter from the Corsair fleet, and we finally get control of Aragorn.
Yep.
Oh, and Minas Tirith should take a damage.
Yes, it should. And it should have taken one more from the turn before for having the Mumak still in the staging area. Where we're slightly retconned. Okay, so Aragorn is under your control. So you get the +1 willpower.
Yes,
you get the +1 willpower to your other characters that commit to the quest. His ability.
Correct.
Okay, so I will send 14 and do 3 damage to the Mumak.
All right. And I will send Aragorn, Gandalf, and Glorfindel, which basically Aragorn then is questing for 6, so I'll be 23. And how much did you say you were questing for there again, Grant?
14, and Aragorn's questing for 3. Aragorn's only questing for 3.
4, because my contract is flipped.
Oh yeah, 4. Yes. So I was looking at the banner of Elendil, and it's like it doesn't have a restricted slot, so how's he? And it doesn't target himself. Okay, so.
All right. Card number 1 is a Fire-filled Trench.
Yep. Card number 2.
Fell Beast.
Surges.
Well. Yep. And another Siege Tower.
So 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 14, 16.
So it looks like we make 21 progress there with 37 versus 16 threats.
Yep. We're 2 off by my count.
Couple shy. Yep.
Okay.
Anyway, to boost it, unfortunately.
And travel to the Siege Tower.
Yeah, we might as well. And discard to get an enemy.
We've got to shuffle the
Orc of the Eye.
We've got to shuffle the discard pile into the encounter deck, remember?
Oh, all right. Yeah, we definitely forgot to do that last time. And we get another Mumak.
Of course we do, because nothing's ever that simple. Okay, so Archery 4.
Archery 4.
Yep, well, I'll actually take this Mumak down now. So, I'll engage this Mumak. I can't damage it this round, but I can engage it. And I'll take 2 archery over here.
Oh, I took 3, but
I'll
let you take 2 and heal up pretty much everyone then.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So bring this Mumak down and let's have some fun.
Sorry, go ahead and heal up all my people here.
And I will do the same.
You want the damaged one, yeah?
Yes, please. No, give us the undamaged one. Give us the undamaged one, because I can kill the damaged one in the staging area next round. So.
Okay.
This one hasn't been damaged yet, so I can attack it. So I'll defend with Erkenbrand.
+1.
7 against 7. No, 7 against 8. No damage. 7 against 12. No damage. Okay, and then Erkenbrand attacks, placing 3 damage on the Mumak. I would have killed that Mumak again. Unfortunately.
What's that?
I would have already killed this Mumak if it didn't have that caveat of cannot take more than 3 damage. Oh well. Next turn.
Yep.
And potentially our last turn. Okay. I'm going to play out Rod of the... I'll play out Rod of the Steward. It eventually turned up, and I will spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 resources to draw 5 cards. I'll spend 2 more to draw another card. Here, I will play Golden Belt onto Erkenbrand and play out a Round Shield. I will spend 1 for a Song of Battle onto Irma. I will spend 2, 3, 4 resources to draw 2 more cards. No, and I didn't draw my War Axe. That's a shame. Because I wanted to go out with the biggest number possible, but never mind. And yeah, it looks like I'm done.
Alrighty. Yeah, I don't have anything other than I guess Palantir of Orthanc play on Aragorn there. So
Well,
questing?
ooh, I forgot I could play stuff on Aragorn. I forgot he was in here. So I will actually spend 3 resources. Well, yeah. No, 2 resources, and I'll play out a Dagger of Westerness and a Blade of Gondolin to boost his willpower up to 6.
Okay.
So I will send 9, 14, spending 1 and killing the Mumak in the staging area. And so that's... He's attacking for 10 into the staging area, so that's a transfer of 8. Putting 3 damage on this Mumak down here. So
and you also get to reduce your threat by 4 for killing the Mumak.
We each get to reduce our threat by 4. So...
Yep, already did so.
So yeah. So I'm sending 5, 11, 20.
You got the Banner of Elendil boost
Oh,
in that?
no, I haven't, so that's 22.
Alright, so we're 39.
And do you have the Esquire of Gondor boost on Gandalf for Irma?
I do not.
Well,
so that actually puts us at 4.
Actually, did you add that Esquire's boost last round? Because that would have put one closer.
I probably did not, so... Yep. River hero you control for the quest and attach Black Dart to that hero. Counts the condition. Text at the end of the round, deal 1 damage to attach hero.
Okay,
Well,
I'll attach that to Irma. He's got the least quest points.
actually, I'm going to put it on Gandalf because I
Alright.
can exhaust Windflow to add him back to the quest.
Okay, fair enough. And the second card,
Turn 2
Pelennor
is
Fields.
Pelennor Fields.
So we've got 2, 4, 6, 9, 11 in the staging area.
what I get.
So we make
So we make
29.
29.
So that's 3 on there. That means 26 on the main quest.
So we make
We're up to 45
45.
progress. Yeah, 45 progress on the main quest card. Aragorn is in play. We've defeated the Witch King. We've all but defeated the second Mumak that came out. Apart from a couple of alternate realities and
Yeah.
what have you, I think this game went well.
Right. Be interesting to see if we can reconfigure our decks to include allies to make it worthwhile, make it work the right way without the contracts.
Yeah, this deck isn't going to get reworked. If I'm going to bring allies, I'm going to have to bring in. It's not. It doesn't have enough quest power with ally. You know what I mean? It won't have the attack or questing capabilities that I need for this deck if I've got to include allies. Oh, you see, I'm not so bothered about that first one being well, if you're running a contract that says you can't include allies, you don't have to discard your entire deck. Because personally, for me, half the fun is running like these sort of contracts and what have you. So I don't mind missing that caveat of the quest. But yeah, for the Witch King and the Mumak, I think we definitely need to replay.
Yeah.
Because although the two shadow effect, well, the shadow effect that came off wasn't necessarily a bad quest card, like encounter card, because I think it was a Dread or Despair, because
What
wasn't
Despair?
Dread and Despair, wasn't that the one where I had to discard my Lembas?
That was a shadow effect where you had to discard your Lembas.
Yeah, and that's what Dread and and I think that came off the Mumak, didn't it? Or was that earlier?
Uh-oh.
So I'm looking through the shadows, and I don't think the Mumak had a nasty shadow effect. It was one I dealt with. Quite easily, and I think it was the Leaf Rat Blembus that the Mumak had his discard with Dread and Despair. Or it was a Fell Beast. It wasn't something that necessarily changed the board state all that much. But yeah, join us next time where we. Oh, I was actually attacking for slightly one more on the Witch King because of the Esquire of Rohan. It actually made use. So there's something. So yeah, join us next time where we replay the Battle of Pelennor Fields. Until then, happy questing.